Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Six Digits World Cup 2024. It has been four iterations in the making for 6WC, and we see a bracket reset once again. We see it at the first one, we see it at the third one, and now we see it again at the fourth one. This is Brazil versus Singapore. This is the first time they have ever played grand finals at the 6WC. Today we will crown the new champion of 6 digits World Cup. Today, alongside me is Sedi. Hello, Sedi.
I your most patriotic Singaporean here in the commentator booth.
Oh my god, this is
Worst.
biased. Oh my god, this is biased.
Don't worry, I'm very fair. It's alright.
Okay,
Welcome back.
okay, we shall see about that. So, the bans are already coming. So let's see. I'm watching. Protects are Brazil protected Fremont 2, and Singapore protected Nomad 2, which is the different things. This is the different map that they did from last match that we just seen, because Brazil protected Fremont 1 and they got absolutely stomped at that map, and then Singapore protected Nomad 3. So yeah, this is a very much different map that they did here. Except for Singapore, they do normal 3 attack again. That is reasonable again. Brazil, they banned hidden 3 because of that map is very hard, to be honest. Like that's the same exact ban basically. Hidden 3 and hard on 3. No change. What do you think, Sadi?
I mean, honestly, the Protect did change somewhat. They went off the hidden 2 onto the number 3 for Singapore. I believe they want to keep their crowning map for a free point there. But other than that, they want to probably change up the strategy. Brazil maybe looking into banning more of the DT picks later on in the match. As we saw, they weren't all too comfortable on it. I was surprised they didn't go for the DT3 ban off the bat.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Time out from Singapore. What just happened here? This is the
this is
the first. What is this? You put a timeout at the first part of the match. Unbelievable. This is the new meta. I'm telling you. This is the new meta.
Absolute cinema. I'm just saying. Never seen before.
This is okay. So Singapore gonna pick out their timeout. Before even picking a map, they banned Hidden 3, they banned Hard Rock 3. This is the exact same thing, the exact same ban, the exact same protect from Singapore. But then Singapore picked a timeout and we don't have no idea why. If everything it seems
is it more of like a technical difficulty kind of thing? I don't understand why a timeout is necessary this early on. Especially since yeah, like Singapore is kinda crunched for time right now. It's past midnight, so any sort of time they can get is valuable. I'm not sure.
Okay, so it is just for a situation report. This Singapore is 12 a.m. right now. Why do you go for UTC +8? I don't have no idea. And then Brazil, they are playing at like 12 hours apart. I think I forgot, or maybe 10 hours apart. So this is like early morning for Brazil. Vamos.
Yep, it is early morning and late night for the Singaporeans. Let's talk about the picks, by the way. We saw quite a few upsets on some of the maps. We saw a few breakpoints. I believe, what was it? Was it Hard Rock 1?
No, it was Fremont 1. One of the...
Oh yeah, the Fremont 1 hop off from the Singaporean side, of course. We saw the Brazilians winning. My memory is failing me right now. I cannot remember what they won.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. So Brazil got a breakpoint at number 5, and then Singapore got a breakpoint from Hard Rock 1. So this should be a fascinating match. Singapore have already picked. They picked Nomad 6. This has been played before. Singapore won this by I have no idea how much.
They won by a significant margin, if I'm not wrong. They were more marginally comfortable. Of course, it makes sense for Singapore to want to get the stronger maps out of the way first.
Oh, I watched this. Okay, so
yeah. Like number 6 was one of their stronger picks, I believe. They ran off with a Gamil FC, this fucking D ranker. I'm swear to God.
Oh my god. Gambly FC 844k on the table, so that is going to be the score that he has to replicate if he wants to win this first point for Singapore, isn't it?
Yep. It very much comes down to whether the second time is the charm. Of course, you may have the first time pop off, but it might not work out the second time around.
Well, this is the first time Singapore did pop off. Gambly did FC, but we see struggling from Simabuko getting 1,200 combo. That might be something that Simabuko could replicate again. And if that does happen, this might be going towards Brazil, because you see scores from Singapore basically are 400k, 300k, so pretty average.
Yeah, I think from the Nomad 6 earlier, Brazil definitely did had the room to kind of like claw back the score, but a lot of unfortunate misses from, especially from Ash Bradley, saw in the earlier match. Scoring the high egg but not able to land the combo. And Gas Mask, I think being broke near the end at the 800 combo mark. Just kind of like tanked the score a little bit. But not sure whether Singapore run away with this map the second time around.
Okay, we're going to start this map. The first match ever for the bracket resets grand final 6WC 2024 is going with the Nomad 6. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
Okay.
Very, very slow start here. 3 sliders to stop it off. Nobody getting caught by that. Only 77% accuracies from 3 players. And still, this is going to be the testament of the map. Yeah.
It is very much a consistency map throughout. It's a 4-minute map. Any sort of breaks will matter in the long run. However, in this early stages of the map, it isn't going to concern all too much. It very much is coming down to the comfortability of these very low BPM flow stream patterns. I think Egg was the biggest factor in hindering people's score in this map. Combo isn't all too much the killer, but luck wasn't on the Singapore side in the early half. Kiyosaka and Gami both finding early misses. Favor is in Brazil with Kinderhood finding a supporting combo of Ash Bradley's break. As we see a marginally better performance from Gas Mask. See whether they can carry this and carry this momentum throughout the match. Signapore trying their best to combo game here. It's all on Irumi and Beancurd to carry on the win streak here for Singapore on the gimmick picks. Irumi and Beancurd legendary duo, these two need to rank up, that's why I say. Finding a lot of egg drops on side Brazil. See Singapore blocking the 90% egg and Kinderhoon. Just sub 90. Not looking too hot for them right now, but combo is on their side. Ash Bradley finding another miss. However, combo is gonna keep them slightly afloat. Here as we go into the halfway point on the map. The break point. Sorry, the break section on the map. No one getting caught off by that slider. Going to the free combo section. Right before the massive flow aim streams. Everyone finding lots of egg drops on these wacky not 1/4 patterns. Kiyosaka finding a break traded by Gas Mask.
I just got back, so what just happened here? Kiyosaka and Gas Mask traded. Is that big from both countries?
It is big, but it's going to be a huge detriment to the Singapore roster. Kiyosaka is rocking the lower egg right now. It's going to hinder their score a little bit. It's all on the back of Irumi and Beancurd. But Brazil does have a window of opportunity. Riding off.
Yes, Simabuko and Ash Bradley still holding on combos. But Singapore, they're just too big of a combo they have. Irumi and Beancurd somehow getting a much better score than last time.
Irumi!
Oh, that's an unfortunate miss from Singapore, but that's still not gonna change anything. It's basically the same thing. Bean Kurt against Imavuko, Ash Bradley against Gamely. Gamely just break. That's actually
Breaking the supporting combo as well. When you can FC. No.
It's about 200k left. Is that going to make a change? Gamely breaks again. The score does gut shrinking, but is there enough time here? As I reckon, probably not enough. Kyosaka the last miss also, but this is the most intense part of the map just beyond the ending. If nobody misses again right now, or Gamely does miss, but then, oh, Irumi just missed. This is getting spicy, but then again, Singapore holding on into the pick here. Oh my god.
That was way too close for comfort, but Pinkert, Singapore's star child, rocking it back with the FC on his own. What a show. What a showing.
Wow. That's alright, a redemption from Beankert. He got like 800 combo last match. And right now he covers Gamely, who does not FC. But then again, it's going to be a Singaporean pick. Sorry, Singaporean point. And we go into the Brazilian pick, which is Hard Rock 2. What is this?
Yeah, honestly, that makes sense because they won. Brazil is definitely a lot stronger in the hard rock department. They want to get a lot of their free points out of the way, but hopefully free points. Like hard rock 2, hard rock 1 is probably going to be their first two picks, but however, afterward, everything else is going to be mildly contested by the Singaporean side.
So Hard Rock 2 is the Brazilian pick for this one, the first Brazilian pick. They did win this last match. Let me see. It's about.
If I remember correctly, a lot of them were struggling on this map in particular. Unless
all right. So.
Oh yeah, Brazil practically doubled Singapore's score.
So Brazil, they have an FC from Gas Mask and one miss at the end from Bacon. This should be going on into the Brazilian side, considering that they have like 1 million score difference at the Hard Rock 2. Oh.
Yep.
So just to clarify, I like cats. This is not the losers grand finals. This is the bracket reset. This is the very last match here, coming on at the 6 Digits World Cup.
You're never gonna see these maps again. You're never gonna see these players again. Well, the time to live in. And we have 100 viewers on stream, by the way. I just want to point that out.
So welcome everyone.
The end of the end.
This will be the very last match of 6 Digits World Cup. The first pick from Brazil is Hard Rock 2. Let's see, will they recreate that amazing score from last match?
On paper, this should be a Brazilian point, but anything can happen. As we see, some lost. Oh, Brazil
what
not off to a good start. Irumi,
what just happened?
Finding a lot of early misses here. I also like to point out Singapore has a little bit of a roster swap. Kyosaka is sitting in for LOL. I believe LOL was their 4th last match, but I'm not sure how this is going to influence all that much. Askaze, Ash Bradley, both trading. Very early misses from both teams. Gasmas is the only one holding on, matched by Gammy Crayola, both locking in.
So this is Gasmas versus Gammy Crayola, yes? Irumi and Simabuka with the supporting. Oh, never mind. Irumi just crashed right there, missing at the circle.
They only miss on circles. What are you on about?
That is true. That is true. But this section, nobody breaks on it, so this is still going towards the Brazilian side because of the much better sporting combos.
Yeah, but we see a lot of Brazilian crash outs early in the map, but they are picking themselves off the ground right now. See whether they can replicate their 3 million wonder score.
Okay, so a lot of players have recovered from that early misses, probably because of
Askaze
Hard Rock coming in. Askaze gonna be breaking again. That's going to be very good for. Oh, Gamely breaks, and that's going to be it. Brazilian are marching side by side at this Hard Rock 2. They do not want to let go of this map. The Gasmas is still holding on with the 500 combo. Ash Bradley, another miss from Brazil, but Singapore needs more than that. They need Askaze to recover. because the only combo they have is Irumi and Kiyosaka. Irumi just breaks. That's going to be devastating for Singapore. As we can see, Brazilian, there's a blue bar growing on right there. Oh my god.
Exactly. It is
Wow.
the Brazilian map favorite pick. And it's gonna be their 3 points secured for them as both Gam and Ash. You just
Gamely,
disconnected straight after.
Gamely and Ash Bradley, after that map, straight away to
Yep.
get out from the lobby
We
because
are we're
DT3, yes.
I mean you're pretty much just gonna see like a recycle order of whatever happened in the grand finals match that happened an hour ago. We're gonna see the same few maps being cycled through. Getting all their strengths out of the way. Of course, we're looking at like Hard Rock 1, Hard Rock 2, DT side for Singapore, maybe Nobot 5 again. And hopefully it's not going to be a breakpoint this time.
Okay, DT3, Singapore won this by about 762k because of Bean Kurt's full combo with a 900k.
With his massive pop-off on the DT3. On paper, this should be a Singapore favorite map. I believe they are the relatively more comfortable team on the speedier DT picks. Okay, go back and see show the pool. Okay, just open up the sheet, my guy.
Alright.
Okay, banger alert. I'm sorry. I cannot agree. I'm not much of a K-pop fan. I'm sorry. Thank God this song is like 2 minutes. Get it over with.
It's going to be a very short map here for DT3. This is a very short map from double time pool. Singapore and Brazil, they are missing one player right now.
They are trying to struggle. Sorry, they are struggling to find their fourth. I believe the Brazilian roster did crash out earlier on their fourth player. I don't believe they have a fourth speed player for DT. They had to have to get poor Lordness to sit in for DT3. Fish yelling DT, we love to see it. Singapore representation.
3v3 is crazy, let's see.
4 players are gone for Singapore. Of course, all of the good kiddos that went to sleep. It is past their bedtime on a Sunday. So it is going to be the same, like 5 people cycling through.
Alright, we're gonna start this double time 3 coming up here. We
Yep.
see the exact same roster for Singapore. Meanwhile, for Brazil, also the exact same. So these are the same 8 players who played DT3 an hour ago.
Yep, it is very much the question of whether Brazil can pick their feet off the ground on this map. They did have a quite strong showing earlier when they played this map, as we see Kim Bagala fighting the very early miss, moving over the side to Singapore ever so slightly. But Irumi finding a break as well. Kiyosaka trading.
It's
2
going to
FCs
Brazilian
down for
side.
Singapore.
But that's straight from Lordness, so it's Big Bacon just missed also. So it's going to be an advantage for Singaporean here. Simbuka is not an FC as well. Oh no combos except for Simabuko for Brazil right now. It's going towards the Singaporean side, and that red bar is growing very fast.
Yep, it is all on Beacon Escazé to hold on to the FCs here. Up against Simabuko, the FC champion of Brazil. Can he hold on just enough to bring back the score? He does have the act to back it up, but the combo is matched by Escazé and Beancurd. They have to both drop here.
There's another 3-way drop from Brazil right there. Simabuko is their only hope. Oh no! Oh no!
Beancurd?
Oh no! Beancurd does miss, but SKZ is still holding on into the full combo. And that's going to be a sealment for Singapore at this point here. Even though SKZ breaks, that's going to not change anything. Singapore still holding on into their pick. No break points have been done by both of these teams. Wow.
Yep. None of the scores have been replicated, but Simabuko does have a relatively better score than when he did earlier. SKZ with a very nice combo gaming. Bringing it over to the Singapore side. Brazil presumably gonna hit rock with the Hard Rock 1. And hopefully it is not gonna be a breakpoint this time around. We will see.
Hmm. What is going to be Brazil's pick here? Are they going to go for their attack here if they want to? I don't think that's going to be a good idea.
I don't think it's gonna be. Oh yeah, there, Hard Rock 1.
Okay, so this one
And
is
hopefully,
this one makes
hope-
more sense.
I mean, yeah, they are getting the Hard Rocks out of the way, then saving free mods as well. Free mod 1, they did run off the back of that Hard Rock FC from. Who was it again? Shit.
Okay, let me check.
I remember there was a Hard Rock FC from one of the Brazilians. Oh yeah, it was Big Bacon.
Speak
I
Bacon doesn't
believe.
FC. Hello.
Yeah, FC on Hard Rock.
Okay.
I don't know how.
No.
but-
No, it doesn't FC. So it's Singapore won
Right.
this by 174k.
Oh no, I was referring to Free Mod 1. Sorry.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
Okay,
this
free
is
mod 1.
wait.
Sorry.
Why does Brazil pick this? They lose this last time.
Oh no. It was supposed to be the pick, I think, but some of the players did find some unfortunate misses. I think all the Brazilians have one miss, I believe. So hopefully history doesn't repeat itself and Brazil is going to be able to secure the score for 101 this time around.
I'm eating an ice cube right now, so
Right at grand finals is crazy.
crazy, bro. Well,
More K-pop? I'm sorry.
is this a K-pop? I don't think this is a K-pop.
It is K-pop. Unfortunately, I have to
Oh,
hear
that's
it.
a K-pop. Never mind. Okay. Okay, let's just hope this player starts soon.
Yep. We are going to be running the same roster lineups for both teams. And hopefully this time around, Brazil is going to pick up slack from the previous Hard 1 run.
Okay, so let's see.
I mean, it's a relatively straightforward Hard Rock map. It's just pure aim. But
Okay, so
any breaks will matter. It's a sub 3-minute map.
any misses from this map is going to be very detrimental here. Brazil picking very bravely. Singapore does win this because of FCs from Gamli and Kiyosaka. So they are betting at their players to FC and Gamli not FC.
It very much comes down to whether Gamely can replicate that performance on Hard 1. Because they did snatch this map right at the very last moment, but Kiyosaka finding a very early miss.
That's a
See,
very
it's a
early
sub-
miss.
Yep.
So it's going to be that's a good. I don't think that's going to be mattering much here, considering that this is also a quite aim-intensive map. So probably they are still adjusting towards the difference here. But now we're going to the KI. This part is going to be the most important one from this map. Nobody breaking it. Brazil holding on over IFC. In Singapore, nobody breaking combos as well. So it is going to be very, very intense here.
It is any combo matters. The max combo is sub 1000.
Oh!
And SKZ, the second one to drop for Singapore, right before the slow section.
That was an over aim from Askaze. Gonna hinder.
Kiyosaka.
Kiyosaka, hello? Why? Hello? Hello? What? What?
Finding unfortunate miss after unfortunate miss. But it's all on the back of.
Ooh.
Okay, Big Bacon is the first one to drop for Brazil. Singapore does have a hope. That's a window opportunity to clutch us back now. It's all on the backs of Irumi and Gami.
There's still 3 FCs from. Oh my god, what just happened there, Irumi? Hello? Why
Okay.
did you miss there? Why did you miss there? It's not even the Ki yet. This section should be the harder one. But Singapore, they're only holding on towards Gamely right now because Brazil are going away with it. This is the
Yep.
pick. This is the correct
This
pick, I think. Wow.
this was the perform. Oh, gap.
Oh,
Yep, it's over for Singapore. This is the
not that.
performance that Brazil was trying to achieve earlier in that match. Not giving over the breakpoint this time around. History does not indeed repeat itself. And hopefully we're gonna see our Broadway FCs for Gasmas and Simabuko.
This is the real Seed One performance right here from Brazil, showing off their teeth, showing off that amazing Brazilian aim here for the harder one. Simabuko and Gasman still holding on. Kim Da-hyun does miss, but that's going to be enough. Nothing can change this map. 1.2 million and counting score difference from Hardok 1. Gasmas does
Gasmas
break.
has an
Yeah.
FC that is so
Oh.
tragic, but it is
It's an
a
FC.
runaway point. Yep.
Oh, that's not an FC? Oh my god,
He
Simabuka,
broke.
hello?
I mean,
Simabuko?
Simabuko is 40k. Come on, let's not like try to be surprised here.
But nah, that 3 times 100 at an HR1 map, that's amazing. That is amazing. That is unbelievable performance. He came here with a full redemption. He came here with full emotion right now.
Everybody's favorite Brazilian Direnka. But Brazil did exhaust all of their hard rock picks, and now it is all up to fate. Because every single one of these maps here on out is going to be very closely contested.
And this is also the ban times again. We have another ban phase here. This is the ban where Brazil and Singapore decided to not play DT. With banning DT2 and DT1. Let's see, does Singapore and Brazil goes with the same strategy?
Brazil, I mean, it will make sense for Brazil to ban out the DT2, judging from earlier, since they're not all too apt at speed. Meanwhile, Singapore probably want to get one of the more problematic maps out of the way. Maybe looking at the hidden 2 ban.
So DT4 is going to be their ban here from Brazil. We have some reports coming in. Simabuko, that is a 300 PP play. Okay. Okay.
He's 40k. Like, let's not try to act surprised here.
Hey, I'm 40k and I do not do 300 PP every week, okay?
Okay, but like every single person in this lobby is 5 digit, let's be real, come on. Like, it would not surprise me they said that 300 PP play, like the next day. But DT4, a DT4 ban is very interesting. Leaving DT2 open for Singapore to pick, but I'm not sure how they're gonna fare on it, because I'm pretty sure DT4 was more... Actually, I'm not sure. Brazil had all the opportunity to win DT4, but I guess they're not comfortable at this point of time. But Hidden 2 ban wouldn't have made more sense, I'm not sure.
Okay, so we're still waiting on the Singaporean ban. Remember, they have exhausted their timeout at the very start of the match. What did they ban? Hello? What?
They banned Freeport 3, I think.
Oh, Fremont 3? Okay, Fremont 3 ban.
Which is very, very interesting. That was a new ban.
Why did they ban Fremont 3? Well,
I mean,
Brazil did win that, but okay. I won't comment.
I mean, Brazil's strategy right now is kind of to exhaust every single map they can exploit HR on. So Fremont 3 was one of those maps. It was just pure farm. Like, let's not try to be surprised at the fact that they might overbought the second time around. I think that was a smart ban from Singapore. As you see a hidden 2 pick, might have a bit.
Eden
Wait, were they
2.
close?
They did play this. Singapore does win this.
Oh, they won by a very small margin. I think it was off the back from Virgin Dara, running with 800k.
I don't think this is not a really small margin. 800k, 240k score difference is quite respectable.
I mean, it's very much the difference of 1% breaking, I think. But both of these teams are on equal footing. It's just that Brazil found a lot of very unfortunate misses. But
Okay,
we
so
do see,
yep.
yeah.
Okay, so Singapore is counting on Chindera to replicate that amazing performance at the last match here in 2.
Yep. The gimmick slave back at it again a second time around. But
Meanwhile,
can he
Brazil,
clutch back?
I don't know about Brazil though. Like, what? They can
I mean,
do 600k maybe? I don't know.
they had the potential. They had the potential to actually outscore Singapore. I think at some point in the match they did. But it's just like too. Okay, maybe I'm misremembering, but Coach Dara just ran away with the score. But on paper, both of these teams should be relatively comfortable. Act department is on the side of Brazil, but whether Coach Dara is able to pull off the same miracle again is the question we will all be asking. As we see Lordness and Kim Da-hoon
Oh, they're
breaking
probably
very early on.
they're adjusting to the AR8. This is quite a really reading map. So probably. Oh, Coach there.
Cochin.
Hello. What just happened there? What just happened? You misread that part. You Oh my
Whoa, whoa,
god.
whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
let's
whoa,
not
whoa,
get
whoa,
ahead
whoa,
of
whoa, whoa.
ourselves.
Sorry. So this is going to be 2 apiece against 2 with Sumanikam. What just happened to Gamble? Hello? Abyssal moment. Oh no. But that's traded. That's traded by Ash Bradley. So it's still equal. But Gamble breaking
Both,
again. That's going to be very bad for Singapore.
both sides absolutely crumbling at the very early sections of this map. But this is a very short map. Any kind of combo would matter. Kim Da-hoon,
Oh,
Lordness
what?
fighting misses, being cut, trading off.
No more FCs from Singapore. It's just from Sima Buko alone. And he's reading everything correctly. Gambly and Iromu doesn't, however. 2 breaks from Singapore. This is going to be.
Yep.
Seriously?
Cochin,
No, there's no way. Oh my
Cochinera
god.
and Sima Buko both dropping. This is gonna
Oh
be no. There's no
Sima Buko.
combo on the side of Singapore right now. The entire
You know-
roster is crumbling.
I don't know what to talk right now. Nobody can hold combo. It's just from Brazil. Advantage alone at the start.
Yep. At this venture in the map, I think it is a little bit too late. Singapore tried to claw their way out of the ditch here, but Cochidera unable to replicate the score from earlier as we see more breaks from Gamili. Sorry.
Gami does break again. That's going to be very good for Brazil here. If everything is according to plan for them, it's going to be the first break point that we see from this match right now. But we have, oh no, Cochindera breaking just before the Kiai section.
Oh, Sima.
Oh,
Only Lordness and Ash both pull through the weird slider section.
Web
And
is
Irumi.
closing in. Oh,
There's been cut falls and Gami falls. Irumi is the last one to hold the torch for Singapore, but it's quickly being extinguished as the gap is ever getting wider.
and Brazil somehow managed to get a break point here against Singapore, winning at the Kiden 2. Especially from Sima Buko's performance at the beginning, and then Kim Da-hyun and Ash Bradley to top it off at the end. Wow.
Yeah, Singapore unable to replicate the wonder score they had on Hidden 2 with Cochindera. And it's going to be a runaway breakpoint for the Brazilian side as we lead on to the 4th pick. Sorry, the 3rd pick for the Brazilians. The 12 a.m. debuff? I don't know, I feel like 12 a.m. is like prime gamer hours.
Okay, so not everyone is like you said.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't...
HE1, let's go. The Bagner is picked. Ramesses B.
Yep. Getting...
Oh, this... go ahead.
Oh, sorry, after you.
So last time, at this hidden one, Brazil won this because of Simabuco's FC. So yeah,
Yep.
so yeah.
It is very much the question of whether he can replicate the score. Because without the Simabuko FC, the score would have been closer, I
But
believe.
then again, if Gambly FCs this as well, this might be a very close match.
Some of them got school. Dude, we Singaporeans sleep at like 3 a.m. Let's not lie to ourselves.
3 a.m. and then you wake up at 8 a.m. I don't have no idea
Like,
how you managed to do that thing, but oh my god.
I just get used to it. I only get like 4 hours of sleep a night. It's whatever. And we will see whether Simabuko can replicate the FC.
Okay, will Simabuco replicate the full combo he did last at the last hour, or will Gambly or will Grammy Crayola does the funny thing and full combo this? I have no idea. This is going anywhere, to be honest.
Yep. Singapore losing a little bit of steam from the earlier hard hidden 2 pick.
Hmm.
See whether they can redeem themselves on this hidden 1. So we see early breaks from Beancurd. But it is a relatively long map. So early breaks wouldn't matter as much. It's very much coming down to whoever can hit these very complicated patterns. Ash Bradley will be the first to drop for Brazil.
Going to this gay section here, the much more technical section. The only misses coming in is from Bitkert and Ash Bradley just before the Ki. So this is going to be a beat equal. Oh, Kiyosaka missing right there.
Second one down for Singaporeans. It is all on the back to Irumi and Gami again.
Oh, that's a big
bacon.
trade from Brazil. 2 FCs down, but Beancurd also trades.
Wait.
So there's going to be very.
Was it
this is
Ash?
Going to be cool. Yeah, it's going.
Yeah, no,
Ash
it was a support combo from Ash.
Oh,
So there's only
yeah,
one
yeah.
FC down for the Brazilian side
Oh!
in Gami.
Gami just decides to break right there. There's going to be a very good news here for Brazil. Simabuco
Yep.
and Kim Dahyun still holding, but Irumi is still holding on the hope for Singapore.
Irumi, the Embrek of the Singaporean roster, up against 2 Brazilian giants.
Especially since we're going into
Fighting
the
a-
section right now. Okay, Bancho, you can do it. Let's go.
Finding
can
a
see
break
your score.
section. It is in the favor of Brazil at the moment, but however, any sort of breaks can influence the score, as we see Irumi still holding on to the FC for the Singaporean side. It's not looking too hot.
Half
the
of the map has
Singaporeans.
been reached. Singaporean, their only hope here is from Irumi because the other combos are about like 200 and 300. Meanwhile, Brazil have 2 full combos with Ash Bradley providing this morning combo.
Yep. It's the question of whether the Brazilians can hold on to this score. As we get into a little bit of
Oh, big bacon! What just happened right there?
getting to the build-up section.
Oh, that's
Irumi falls!
What? 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 Why? Why there? Irumi again, frustrated. Kim Dahyun does trade, however, but Simabuco is still holding on the lifeline here from Brazil.
It is all like up to Simabuco again,
Oh,
carrying
no
this
more combos
point
from
back
Brazil.
for Brazil.
It's just from Simabuco alone. That's going.
It-
There's actually a chance here, but still Simabuco is still holding, and he hits that section. That's unbelievable. Brazilians, they have
This
a
man-
lifeline here.
This man is in his element. He is hitting these like it's nothing. Can he run away with the FC the second time around?
Simabuco still holding on towards that combo. He's not allowing Singaporeans to take this hidden one. Beancurd does miss. Gami is the only combo alongside with Kiyosaka. But that's not going to be enough to break down Simabuco's monster performance at hidden one. What a
Yep.
play.
by a very small margin as well. Singapore did claw back at the very last moment, however, it was not enough to match Signapore FC, and it will be the third. Sorry, not third. Was it the fourth point? I cannot remember. It is the fourth point, and Brazil are just 3 points away from winning the match. Finally locking in after their earlier mishaps. We pick in immediately to DT2.
Singapore's trying to get the momentum again, picking this DT2 right here.
And
If
no,
they
this
lose-
is not. Sorry, I was just reading chat. This is not the 6-digit World Cup. This is the 5-digit World Cup minor league.
6WC,
Welcome.
5WC with extra steps.
I mean, this is basically just my 5WC minor league. Let's not try to like kid ourselves here. Like both of these teams have D rankers that should not be 6-digit.
Real
But hey.
6WC is at the minor league of 6WC.
But everybody, just remember, we might hate the D rankers, but at the end of the day, all of these players cannot play 6WC again. So that's something to celebrate. I mean, everywhere has D rankers. It's just a question of like how much of a D ranker they are. Like 6WC, every single iteration has just been a battle of D rankers at grand finals.
6WC is talent scouting 5 digits who are not playing and or direct.
I mean, yeah, this is basically like a talent show for the 5-digit World Cup. Like they're doing their tryouts right now. You know what I mean?
Oh. Alright, so this DT2 I think is going to be either Gammy or oh, never mind. There's a new player here, Exalt, coming in from Singapore.
That is
Meanwhile, yeah.
okay. That's very interesting. I had not seen Exalt other than the previous. Yeah, I think he only played one map the previous match. Yeah, he only played like 3-3, I think. But Kyosaka, Irumi, Eskaze isn't gonna be playing DT2.
Alright, so this DT2, 447 BPM by the way. What?
Yeah, this is a rough map. If my memory serves correct, this is a very rough map. They are
Assuming
just
Yep.
they're just unforgiving bursts. Ash Bradley,
So,
first one to drop.
assuming this is double BPM, this is going to be a 200 BPM streams DT2. But Kid
Yep.
Bengal keeps missing.
2 FCs down
Oh.
for the side Brazil. And Singapore roster still holding strong. Exalt, first one to drop.
Just before this
You
section
see.
as well. So that's a potential combo gone there from Exalt.
Yeah. It's all on
It's still
Siva Buka and
fun,
Beat Bacon. Both hitting the very fast and huge streams. Beat Bacon does drop the EFC. And they will run over the Singapore side ever so slightly. But this is a rather long map. For DT standards, it's 2 minutes and 30. Exalt. Not the person you want to break on the side of Singapore if you're Brazil right now. We still see 3 FCs going into the halfway point on the map.
Exalt breaking again, but Singapore is still on the driving seat here.
Yep.
Brazil does have some hope here because of Simabuka. Kid Bengal just drops. That's actually a big sporting combo from Brazil. Gonna help Singapore to maintain that lead. Big Bacon
Ever
as
so
well.
slightly. The one missing that massive burst stream. And that as well, Ash Bradley will be the one who be caught off guard. The huge supporting combo for the side of Brazil. You see the Singaporeans running away with this.
3-way FC by the way. Simabuka will be looking with disbelief as he sees the score.
Being
Oh,
heard.
what just happened? What just happened right there?
Misaimed the
Brazil.
triple. Siva Boko, the only one holding on for the side of Brazil, up against Irumi. if Irumi breaks, actually I don't think it even matters. I think it's a Singapore point nonetheless.
Yeah, they need to. Irumi and Kiyosaki is still holding. There's only like what 20 seconds of the map remaining, probably. This should be a safe point here from Singapore already, considering that amazing score difference coming in here. Kid Bengal gonna be breaking again, and I think that
Yep.
should be it.
We see two FCs from side Singapore, Irumi and Kiyosaka, running away for the third point. Sorry, securing the third point for the Singaporeans. Recovering from the earlier two losses. And
Then
now
again, yep.
it is on Brazil to pick. They got the two RSI maps out of the way.
All right, it's now Brazilian pick again. I have no idea. Like, what are you going to pick here? I don't know. I don't know.
They might try to go for the free mod again. I think free mod to protect might be a suitable point to do the free mod to protect.
Hmm.
To see them just 3 points away, but risking it with a DT1. I
Oh
mean,
my god.
Brazil is really good at aim. Although DT1 is okay, I don't know both of these teams' capabilities on DT1.
Oh my god.
It
Okay,
brings out
so
the
we're
inner
going
singer in you.
AR San DT. Hello. What?
I mean, it is not surprising. We are in grand finals. It's basically like 5-digit and into the third ban phase.
Hey, yeah, it's a band phase. Hey, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's going.
Singapore.
So they
Will
ban
this
number
be?
2.
I don't know. Will this be another? Uh, would this be another Brazilian breakpoint? Because it did win off the back of that previous
What is
match.
what is this foreshadowing, by the way? Hello?
What do you mean? They
Oh,
didn't win the previous match
alright, so
on
number 5.
number 5. I think the difference was by 100 to 100k. However, I'm not sure whether Brazil can replicate that the scores again.
So Singapore, they brave again to pick this one. Singapore only have 3 players. I don't know, maybe one player.
I don't know.
Uh,
Oh, the
what did I
last
say
player
again?
disconnected.
Is it a
If you,
disconnect or is it rage quit?
oh no, it was a disconnect. I think it was the last 10, 20 seconds of the map, but Brazil still won that pick nonetheless.
Okay, so this map is determined by Big Bacon's FC. 1800 combo with 97% accuracy. Kiyosaka is a very good combo as well, 1700. So,
Yep. But
this
whether
can
they can replicate the score again is a different question. Because this is a relatively combo dense map.
Yep.
Like sitting just shy of 2000. So any sort of breaks would matter in the long run.
So, 230 BPM burst or streams coming in right now. May the best team who taps the better win this one.
Yep. Surely we get a karaoke session for this map.
Yeah.
Is it just dev scream into the mic?
Wow,
uh,
230 BPM. I
yeah,
cannot tap.
I just wait for like the KI section. I'll just like scream. Actually, no, I cannot. I have a cough. Sorry,
Oh no.
I had a sore throat like yesterday.
Okay, let's save that
But
voice for the
yeah, yeah,
next
yeah.
map because this one is going to be unbelievable. Ash Bradley, the first place coming in here, probably adjusting to that 230 BPM map.
Yep. So
But there's
everyone is.
no
We're seeing early struggles from the Brazilian side. 2 FCs down already. And
angle and
Singapore
Ash
spamming away their keyboards, hitting these 230 note bursts. Irumi the first one to fall.
Rumi first missing from Singapore, but
Kiyosaka.
is going for the next one. But Big Bacon trades alongside with Ash Bradley. Ash Bradley was a Bancho miss, so it's basically equal. Kiyosaki is also Bancho miss. Hello?
Okay,
What?
never mind. We will
What?
still have a three FCs on the set of Singapore, with two supporting combos from Brazil and Simabuko on the FC. The one missing the stack sliders. Ash Bradley, that was not a Bancho miss, I'm pretty sure. Massive
Irumi
supporting
and
combo down for
Rashford.
Brazil.
This is very close though.
Yep. Singapore
Considering-
really... Oh my god.
This is actually fascinating. Like 3-way FCs from Singapore, only one from Brazil with 40 combos, but it's still equal. Like we don't see red bar coming in. Nope, we see the red bar coming in because Kid Bengalas. Never mind, that was a bad show again. Hello, Irumi breaking
Irumi,
again.
the only one struggling on this map, but the rest of the Singaporean roster are locking
that's
in.
a bad show. That's a bad show.
Yep.
What?
The score... Okay, that
Is
was
that
not
a bad
Bancho.
show? Is
I
that
don't
a
think
bad
that was
show?
Bancho. I don't think that was Bancho. If it was a Bancho... Okay, that's not
not a
Bancho.
bad show. Oh my
That
god,
is...
what did
It
he
might be
miss on?
Jova from Brazil.
Oh my god, what did he miss on?
I don't
But
know.
there's still hope here. There's still hope here.
Down to the quarter, the map being cut. The
Oh
first
my
one.
God. What?
Sorry, the second one, the fourth for Singapore.
We're going to the triple section here. Everyone is still holding the combo. This is the much more easier section than the burst coming in after this one. There's like only several seconds of the map left.
Yep. Down to the
Going
last few
back.
moments here.
Oh,
It's
what to
Kaze
say?
finding a massive miss on the fast burst.
Ooh,
Not able to
SKZ
spam his
touching
keyboard.
again.
As Kaze not being able to spam his keyboard hard enough. Kiyosaka, however, his keyboard is fucking destroyed. Look at him go.
Oh, that's a big one. That's actually a huge miss coming in. It's only
Wait.
Simabuko against Misaka. It's a good
Kiyosaka will be able to run away with the FC here, along with Himabuko.
Featured is the sole supporting combo from Singapore, and that's going to be the detriment here for the No More 5. Singapore will not getting a break point.
For the first
Instead, they
time,
win their own pick. Yes, that is true.
for the
Oh
first
my
time in
God.
this match, Singapore is in the lead by 1 point.
Oh my god.
But will their keyboard still be functional after that No More 5 pick? We will never know. And we see Fremont 2 immediately afterwards. How do 6 digits FC that? They're all 5 digits. What the fuck do you mean? And also, like, if you can spam your keyboard hard enough on the No Mod 5, you can basically FC it. Like,
Just
that's
get
how.
some Wu-Ting, guys. Just get Wu-Ting. What
Yeah,
are you
exactly.
talking
Just buy the cheater keyboard. Like, what? Regular store-bought keyboards? Sure, what the fuck is that? Ew. Disgusting. Wu-Ting? Wow. Rapid trigger. Why do
should
all the
I-
work when the keyboard does it all for me?
Why should I argue about red switches are better? No, blue switches are better. No, brown switches are better.
Actually, red switches are better for speed. Actually.
Actually,
Are you not using the new Wu-Ting keyboard? It actually has like a rapid trigger function. It will make you go super fast. You can tap 400 gajillion BPM.
Oh my god, why should I
Like-
should I think about the tapping if I just can buy a rapid trigger? Oh my
That
god,
is true.
we have technology.
Ah.
Why don't we use it? Okay,
Not-
let's stop. Let's stop. Let's stop about this map. Okay? This is the only below 5 SR map from this book. AR8 OD8 CS5. Which means this map sucks.
Yeah. This map.
sucks.
I had this map downloaded since like 2 years ago. It's a really good set. I never thought it would be used in 6WC, but here we are.
Here we are. So
And we see Coach Indera back again, of course. The
course.
star gimmick player.
just going to
But
get in and play
We will
with
be
the-
seeing a little bit of a change. Being cut not coming in this time around. Instead, we see Kiyosaka.
So this one was played at last match. Brazil won this by 340k. So guest match with the hard rock carrying with 600k. Simabuko with the no mod. Ash Bradley with the hidden. And
I'm
Mickey
not sure what the strategy is here this time. They put Kiyosaka on no mod. Gami on the hidden this time around, no hard rocks. Irumi on the hard rock. And of course, Coach Indera on the hidden. There is a massive roster swap for this map as Cam finds a very early miss.
Faker doesn't play this map does stings me a little, like why? But then again, sure, we have Kiyosaka.
Okay, to be
Oh
fair,
my god! Oh my god!
maybe Beankit had to go. I'm not sure, but Kiyosaka finding early misses here for the no mod, not looking too hot. That is the. I'm pretty sure no mod is like the most important in any free mod map.
Yeah, it's true. You want your normal players to be thriving because you can look at Irumi right there. He's not gonna hit that with hard rock. That's just impossible.
Yep. And
Oh,
not
Kochindera.
Cochin not being able to replicate earlier. Finding a lot of very unfortunate misses early on for Singapore as the Brazilians still hold on to their 4 FCs. Coming into the first Ki section.
Going to the KA section where there's back and forth sliders coming in here. More of these. Never mind. Bacon does miss, but that's a hard rock. So. Oh,
Yep.
Ash Bradley, hello? Why? Why do you miss there? Hello? What the heck has happened? But it's still towards the Brazilian side because of Signapore and Gas Mask.
It is all on Gami and Kiyosaka to hopefully bring back the score. They really need Gas Mask and Simabuko to kind of collapse if they want any hope of bringing back the score here.
It
But
looks like
Singapore.
they're not going to.
Oh, Kochindera.
Kochindera is going to be the miss here for
Ash.
Singapore. Ash Bradley trading just before the KA section.
Not
Still
the
towards the
break.
Brazilian side. Oh,
Yep.
Irumi
Simabuko
breaking.
and Gas Mask still holding on strong. And
We're going into
Gami,
this lower section, yes.
Kiyosaka, the last two holding the door for Singapore. But Brazilians are rapidly shutting in.
If Simabuko and Gasma are still holding, this is going to be a point here from Brazil. I think they already have it.
Oh,
Oh,
Simabuko and Gam trade. No, it's over for
Brazil.
Singapore.
That is much better from Brazil. Kochindera breaks again, having an abyssal moment. This is going to be another Brazilian win here for this Fremont 2.
Yep. This is gonna be.
Gasmas, hello? Does he have Oh my god, what?
I mean,
Gas
yeah,
mask?
it's just Gas Mask things. You know what I mean?
Gas mask? Gas mask? What? What?
Let me. It's just Gas Mask things.
Alright, so this is the final pick for both of these teams, and I surely hope they're going to pick their own protect because Singapore does that.
Yep. Immediately picking their their most. Sorry, I'm struggling to find the words right now. I'm sorry. They're picking their strongest map, which is the number 3. I believe they won by a very massive margin earlier.
Yeah, well, that's what happened when we were commentating at 12 a.m. and 1 a.m.
I'm sorry, my Asian brain is not keeping up.
So no 3. This is
Where's the
Singaporean
Singapore
protect.
pride? What is
What?
Singapore pride? They didn't. What has Singapore ever done for me?
Bro, I'm the one drinking. Why are you talking like that?
Oh yeah, shit! I should have brought my alcohol in here, but nah, whatever. I ate medicine. Unfortunately, I can't drink.
Oh my.
Singapore hasn't done anything for me. They raise like the service tax. They raise like the cost of living. Oh my god,
Whoa.
it is.
Whoa.
It is not. It is not a great time to be a Singaporean right now.
You're talking shit about Singapore. Come to
Dude, I'm
Indonesia.
Singaporean. I'm allowed to.
Oh my god. So, this is the exact same protect from Singapore here. No one 3, and they does win that from last match. So this should be Sorry, this should be ship sailing here for Singapore. But let's see what happens.
But the question is whether Brazil is able to keep up to the pace of Irumi and Gamely. As we see very early breaks from Gas Mask.
We see the very much snappy and flowy Nomad 3 all combined here.
It is a multitude of. It is an amalgamation of a lot of things. However, will Singapore win the second time around? Will the luck be on their side?
Going to the KI section here. No, the first break coming in from Inli and Kiyosaka. Gas Mask is going to be joining them.
Signapore and Ash are the only ones left holding on for Brazil. Hitting these very awkward, slow, snappy patterns. With Gam dropping. Very important combo there. It's only on Bean Cut and Irumi to bring it back. So it inches over to the Brazilian side ever so slightly.
What just happened?
Okay, there is. There's gonna put a stop in the Brazilian momentum here. Irumi
trades. So it's going to be another 1v1. Brazil is gonna take this again. Oh my god.
Irumi missing. Uncharacteristic. But we only see Bean Cut, the only one left with the FC for Singapore, up against the juggernaut of Brazil, which is Simabuko. It's a battle of the D-Rankers.
Very slow slider.
Yep. So we go into the halfway point here.
Towards the harder section here, the KI section. Nobody is breaking at this part. Brazil is still maintaining their lead, but it's very, very small though. It tucks away from Singapore. It's anyone's game right now. Oh, Gabby missed again. But
breaking once again. Not the combo you want to see it missing. Bean Cut. That is the one you want to see missing if you're Brazilian. If you're Brazil right now, Simabuko still holding on after that, and it is gonna inch over to the Brazilian side.
But Ash Bradley missing, but that's still not the combo that you want to miss if you are Singaporean here. Simabuko is still holding on strong with a 98% accuracy. Inli is just there to cover him up. Irumi doesn't even have the same combo as Inli.
Irumi trying to claw back here. Any chance he can get to bring back the score, however, Simabuko is there.
Oh my god, this is a Singaporean protect by the way. They win this last match. Inli does miss, but Simabuko alone holding on into the combo, saying no to the Singaporeans. We want to win this tournament, we want to win this match. Simabuko is still holding strong. Singaporeans, nothing they can hold into this map. Kiyosaka and Bean can miss again. This is going to be Brazilian breakpoint. Breakpoint at the... Oh my god.
Lady Luck not on Singapore's side the second time around. We do see them falling off on their protect. Not what you want to see. However, it is going to be match point for the Brazilians, and it is also their pick. Not in a very favorable position.
Unbelievable stuff from Brazil. Simabuko just said no. This is our match point. And they still have they don't have their protect. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. They don't have a protect, so I have no idea what Brazil will pick here. Unless they want to go on the funny side and they go pick Nomad 1. Is that going to happen?
Is that indeed gonna happen? Is that the real Cyclone? What the hell?
Timeout. Of course you want a timeout here. Like, I have no idea what to pick as well.
Simabuko... Okay, the Brazilians opting for timeout. On the match point?
There's only 2 maps to pick. The Nomad 1 or the Nomad 4.
Yep. It is very much a question of which one they are more comfortable on. Brazil did ban out the Nomad 1. However, Nomad 4 was not picked at all. I believe both of these teams should be relatively equal in terms of their No Mod 4 skill. We see them making a very critical decision. It will very much decide the match, whether it will lead them to tiebreaker or it will lead them to the win of 6WCA, which is not a very interesting title to win, but you know, a win's a win.
Win, so win.
A win's a win.
This map will determine everything. Like, if Brazil won this, GG, we have a new champion. If Brazil lose this and Singapore won this, woohoo, we have something. We have something to watch here.
Yep. This one is all the Asians are going to sleep. God bless.
God bless. Yeah, sleep. I'm drinking right now, so.
True. So is that the real Cyclone in chat? Is that the alumni Cyclone? Am I tripping?
Hmm?
The former rank number 1 like 10 years ago, Cyclone. I'm not sure whether he's still playing. Okay, maybe it isn't the real Cyclone.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just derailing the conversation here, but there is really not much to talk about. There's only 2 maps left.
So we have one Singaporean who's already sleepy and one Indonesian who's drinking right now. So it's going to be night, isn't it?
Yep. Also,
we have-
this is like the fastest grand finals match I've ever commentated for.
That is true. Everyone is basically just picking maps out of the blue. Like,
Exactly. Can we just be like this for every single match? Like, stop
that is
stalling, guys.
true. Stop stalling, guys. Like, I know you want to pick number 3, but you don't have to wait 2 minutes to pick number 3.
6-digit players. 6-digit players when they like delay or run down the entire timer just to pick one map.
Okay, so I have no idea. Nomad 1 or Nomad 4. Like, that's the only choice they have here. Then they're going for Nomad 1. Classic. Classic.
Classic.
Classic.
Playing
They pick-
into the RNG map for possibly the last map of the 6WC4 is gonna be Nomad 1, the most RNG map slot.
Oh my god. You love to see it. Nomad 1 is going to be Brazil's last pick here for the 6WC 2024. This is their officially last pick of the
This
tournament.
is either gonna be the last pick or the second last pick. It is very much down to whether Singapore can lock it and bring it home for the tiebreaker.
This is it,
But
guys.
however, we have seen Brazil more comfortable on the aim. Actually, never mind. I might retract the statement. This map is 103 BPM. Hello.
Oh my god. What? Where is my
That is-
180 BPM Nomad 1 speeding anime Rosalia intensive adrenaline? What is this, mate? What is this, mate? Oh my god. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, upon us is the last pick of the Brazilian, last pick of this tournament. Will we see the champion right now, or will we extend into the tiebreaker? This 4 minutes will show us the answer.
Last pick number 1 is absolute cinema. It actually
That
is.
true. That is true.
But we will see. Oh my god! What are these patterns?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
Okay,
god. What is
I
this
have to admit, this is the first time I'm seeing number 1. So like, I'm being
That
I'm
is true.
being like jump scared by these patterns right now. What? This is like whiplash. But at the rate it's going, I'm pretty sure it's very much down to a combo game.
True, that is true.
Like, Ack isn't gonna be much of a problem in this kind of map.
Yeah, nobody's. Well, then again, nobody is starting with the act. Oh, Irumi is going to be the first miss here at this map. Singapore, they have
It
one
is.
SC down.
Right? The Singaporean boat is slowly starting to sink. Irubi has decided to puncture it,
Brazil.
and we'll see whether it will claw back over to their side. I see a lot of fast sliders.
It's actually scary, not gonna lie. This is a very scary number one.
I feel like the scariest thing in this map are these sliders.
Oh my
Like
god.
especially the heart-shaped sliders. Like you could very easily miss those if you turn in the wrong direction. Oh my god, no one actually.
Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
Okay, the fact that they actually are close at the same point, you will never know which direction they're gonna flow in unless you practice this map.
That is true. If they don't do their homework, it's basically Jover. But everyone is still holding. Irumi does recover. So, oh my god, no, no.
Irumi puncturing the boat some more.
Oh,
Escasade
as well.
The Singaporean life float is starting to sink. It's all on the back of Beancurd and Gami Criolla, trying to keep it afloat against the 4 Brazilian FCs.
Is this Vivado Brazil coming in? But
Kim Da-hoon.
Oh my god. But that's
Okay, there is a sign of hope. There's one FC down for the Brazilian side. No one.
Oh, gas mask. Oh my god.
I saw that as well. His cursor went in the wrong direction. Big Bacon.
Wait, what just happened? What?
It is possible for them to claw back here. It is on Gami and being cut to claw back the score.
Escasade breaking is not gonna help a lot.
Yep. Irumi has a decent supporting combo here. They have ample room if everyone holds on in the last quarter of the map.
It's going to be the most scariest quarter of the map that you will ever see here at 6WC 2024. It's either Brazil going to be the champions or we see the tiebreaker. And number one as the final judgment.
Oh, these sliders are evil.
Nobody breaks on that.
Nobody
Oh my
finding
God.
any misses on these. Like, God knows how many slider velocity sliders.
Oh, Beancurd misses. Oh my god.
It might be
That
Jovo
is
for Singapore.
tragic.
Kim Da-hoon
That
missed.
is
That is not the person you want to miss. Sima Buko and Gas Mask still running away with the FC.
Buko and Gas Mask. Is this Vivado Brazil? Irumi
It might be
breaking
over.
again.
It might be over.
It is over. Is it over?
It is over.
So seconds of the
Brazil-
map. Brazil can
Brazil-
see the light.
Ladies
Brazil
and
can
gentlemen,
see.
Brazil will
This is
be
it.
your 6WC4 champions.
Vivado Brazil. Brazil is going to be the 6WC 2024 champions. What a grand play here. 2 FCs from
Vamos.
Gas Mask and Timabuco.
Vamos Brazil! Vamos!
Vamos Brazil! Viva no Brazil! Hearts te amo! What a game! Wow!
What a bet to close it out as well. These sliders are absolute evil, but Singapore not able to bring it to the tiebreaker when they needed it the most.
You
It
have
will
to
be
feel for Gab.
over.
You have to feel for Gamble. He's trying his best here. FC his map, probably saying "Let's go, let's go." I don't know.
Okay. Everybody,
Oh my god!
right? Now let's be happy here that Gamino finally has a reason to rank up. Can we just celebrate that?
That is true. Oh,
You will never see any of these players play 6WC again. That praise the Lord.
thank God.
True. Oh my god, Malaysian.
Why is this guy allergic to a Malaysian? What the?
I'm sorry.
But congrats, Brazil.
Muscle memory. But Brazil will be your
Okay.
6WC4 winners.
Vamos. 7-1.
Vamos Brazil and Singapore. Possibly the last time they're gonna be at the winners podium.
So 7-5 Brazil Singapore and another 7-5 for Singapore versus Brazil, but this time the winners swap and Brazil will be the victors here for the 6WC 2024 as probably they're going to play the tiebreaker.
Are they gonna play the tiebreaker for once? Like,
Are they actually gonna play a tiebreaker?
like I
I've
mean,
not
like
seen the
second
tiebreaker.
time. No.
Yeah, if they're playing tiebreaker, I'm going to watch from outside and I'm gonna finish this alcohol. And I'm probably
What?
gonna get the metal desk coming in.
What the?
Okay, sure.
Wait, we pick at the viewer pick at 250. That's something else.
That's good.
And
Okay.
Wait, do you actually,
Also, Sig
do you
one-
actually pick? We paid
What?
250.
Yeah, we picked 250, I think.
Oh, the fucking 6-digit tournament? Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Yeah, as a 6-digit tournament, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Also,
We live in
Seed 1 actually wins? No way.
we live in a society.
Oh my
Seed
god.
1 actually wins? Yo.
Who would have guessed that Seed 1
Who
won?
would have
man?
guessed?
Yo, that's
Never-
Who would
crazy.
have guessed?
Never seen before.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Alright, so
Wait, are they playing?
enjoy the tiebreaker. If they decide to play it, I'm going to go. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out. I'm
Alright.
gonna finish this thing.
Enjoy your alcohol.
Alright.
Thank you.
Enjoy,
sitting
enjoy
here.
your beer.
I'll be sitting in here for like the tiebreaker if they decide to play it.
Thank you, Sadie and Jorian, for streaming and commentating. Thank you, Renyo, for
Thank you.
refing alongside with Fubuki. I'm going to go out. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mr. Wooden Pickaxe. Have a lovely night.
Yeah, have a lovely night.
Alright. Now this is the post-match talk. Now everybody might be angry about D-rankers. Right? We all hate D-rankers. Grr, stinky.
Grr. Stinky
But-
D-rankers.
Now everybody can have something to celebrate about. Has something to celebrate about. All of these players will no longer play 6WC ever again.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Fresh teams.
A W for the 6-digit community. They finally rank up. Never seen before.
Never
Totally
seen before.
not, a scouting for 5-digit tournaments.
Yeah, this is basically just a tryout for like 5-digit World Cup. Like, it's not even
And
joking.
it's-
Alas,
It's
the
it's going up.
The 3 Southeast
Yeah.
Asian commentators have arrived.
Oh my god.
I wasn't even planning to like be here. I was planning to play Dota, but dude,
I was
I-
watching T1. Hell yeah.
T1 beat Genji. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
sorry, what's the League of Legends? I don't understand. My
Okay.
bad.
My bad.
My bad. Is there a
It's like
tiebreaker?
it's like Ana, it's like OG TI7 or TI8.
Oh,
I
shit.
forgot.
Dude,
Yeah, OG
TI8,
Is there a
TI8. I think.
tiebreaker or is there
the
no more?
TI5.
Yeah,
TI5,
TI5.
TI4
My
was
bad.
weak.
TI5. TI. Yeah, TI5. TI4.
There
My
is a
bad.
tiebreaker. Alright.
Yep.
Wait, are they playing? Yeah, they are playing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Literally
but-
all the Brazilian players and one
It's
Singaporean.
7v1.
Oh my god.
I mean, like, it's 1 AM for us.
All of these
They
Singaporean
are
kids.
1.
I swear like every single year we get like school kids playing. I don't understand.
It's
Ah,
either we
really
have
good.
some like goated as like 5-digit smurfing or
I mean, okay, to be fair,
Okay, now that I remembered, Cochindera never never gonna get to play 6WC anymore.
the one that we
I
should
think
be
could-
celebrating.
oh
Is
yeah,
Gamini.
because
I
they're
mean, like-
gonna get screen right. The entire
Yeah, Gamini,
is gonna get
I
screen.
don't. How you say? I don't really care about Gamini. It's like Cochindera was
Yeah.
there since I played 6WC, man, and he still plays it. What
Yeah.
the hell?
I mean, he
I don't
was.
think he's gonna be able to play because they're gonna get screened out next year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think a
know.
lot.
Top 3
A lot
from
of-
each 6WC
Yeah.
get screened out.
Yeah, of
players,
course, of
so
course.
you will not see any of these players again.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
why I'm like,
previously, Brazil was very close to winning 6WC 3. Unless I'm wrong.
no, 3.
No, like the
Isn't,
same.
no, that one. My bad. That one is
Okay,
Italy
because
is
like
like
the same
1.
few people that as you see here right now played 6WC 3.
Yeah, Sima lah. Sima Buko. No.
Sima Buko, Gabis, I think. I can't remember. Unless I
Oh,
remember.
okay, base.
It's basically the entire Brazilian mafia,
Yeah. Those.
right? So we can just rejoice that
those
they're not gonna be
D-rankers.
here anymore.
Bro, this tiebreaker is
True.
not fun, man.
This tiebreaker
this
is more
is-
to like slider bullshit.
I'm pretty sure
I
this
don't
is a
like-
custom song and also a
Yeah,
custom
it's,
map
it's a
by
custom
like
song.
6
It's a shame we
mappers.
didn't get played though. It's
Yeah,
a
6
shame.
rappers. Like 6 how you say 6 cards? 6 cards of the maps ah. Yeah.
No, it's not even that. They were like each of them mapped a different section, but it wasn't just 6 parts.
Oh yeah, 6 parts. Yeah.
It was actually 6 equal parts. No way.
Yeah, I think there's like 6 different parts of the map. Because
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like
shame
6
this didn't
minutes,
get
almost
played
6
though.
minutes.
It would have been made for Fire Grand Final if this was played.
I mean, like, it's okay for grand final. It's okay for a tiebreaker.
So this is gonna be a custom song by Astra Lux.
It's called what's it called? Decedit or
believe-
something? Yeah.
Yeah, I
This-
read it. By first glance,
Guys,
I thought
guys,
it's
Irumi
called
is-
DC.
Yumi's getting
Ah
comboed
yes,
in the hard
that
rock.
the goofy RSI map, of course.
Wait, why is Yumi comboing on hidden hard rock?
I mean,
Can we just take a moment and look at Yumi?
Maybe no, that's not hidden hard rock, man. That's only hidden.
Oh, in fact,
I
it's hidden will
mean-
fail.
Irumi
I
is
mean,
like
Crazy, yeah.
Irumi has to be like the MREC of Singapore or something. He has to be like 13. There's no way he's
Is he
he,
13?
he joined
What?
he joined like October of last year. Was it? Am I tripping? Or was it October
Bruh.
this
No,
year?
that's not MREC. You can say him, Ivaxa.
Okay, no. What I'm saying is that he improved like really fast. I believe
Oh,
he
then
just popped
Ivaxa
out
lor.
of nowhere.
Ivaxa.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
It's gonna be a map by 6 people. Pokeru, Nominomo, Wanchao, Jackie, Roddy, and Amethyst.
Wait, also, is this like the second time C has gotten podium? After Indonesia, I think.
Did Indonesia get a podium last year? I can't remember.
It's not last year, it's
Okay,
like
no,
the first.
it was
the
the very first
the Arajin
WC.
incident.
Oh yeah, the Origin incident. Okay, to be fair, I can't remember the previous winners.
I mean, like,
I remember
it 'cause, like,
Indonesia.
that's the first.
Did Italy win one of the?
Yeah, Italy
I
win.
remember those-
Yeah, Italy win.
I remember there was a cheating
But-
scandal.
Cheating scandal isn't that Russia? Like
No. That was
accounting.
Italy. If I
Italy?
remember,
Oh.
it was a Royale or something. I don't remember.
Yes,
But one of the
Yumi's
players
Pokemon.
were like,
Something's not right.
Damn, but I remember that seed one doesn't win for like three iteration. But now actually seed one wins.
But guys,
I
look at
mean-
Yumi.
okay, hold on. Let me just like bring up the old sheets.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Bring
who
out the
won what.
receipts.
I'm bringing out the receipts. Let me see who.
But how
won.
is this guy still comboing? Bro? What
Hello?
the got problem? He got problem one.
Dude, he's like 50k.
I mean, like,
I wouldn't be able to do this, bro. Hell no.
okay, this combo on this kind of organ he broke what? Is it insane though?
600k. though.
Yeah,
That's
1.7k
so
on this map is something else. Bro, he is he almost a 1v4.
That's
Oh my
crazy,
goodness.
What the fuck?
I mean, it is a roomie.
Oh wow, 6WC logo. Hell yeah.
I mean,
WC
if
logo.
his 6WC logo, no way. If only Irumi played can turn on HD on normal one.
GG,
True.
maybe yeah, maybe yeah. But I think it
If
really
only-
fell apart after Nomad 3, yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Once I saw Nomad 3 was losing, I immediately left the stream.
He just immediately
I wa-
left the stream because
I was keeping up with the score until T121 Genji. I full screen.
yawn League of Legends
on the-
mention yawn. Sorry.
Sorry man, it's a greatest match yet.
Oh yeah.
My
Oh,
bad,
yeah.
G.
League of Legends
Okay,
best game ever. Wow.
anyway. Bro, I don't even play it. I don't even play that game.
Okay.
We should
Anyway,
end the stream,
still
guys.
congratulations for winning
1:30 AM.
6WC.
Yeah.
Singapore lagging slightly behind in second. They did clutch back at the
And-
tiebreaker, but fell short when they needed
And
it
USA.
most. And USA sitting in at third. Of course.
Wait, how many times USA in podium? Wait, let me check.
I mean, quite a
Yeah,
lot of
it
times, but it will be
But
the.
guys, we should end it. We should wrap it up.
Yep. Yeah, wrapping it up here. Any final closing remarks from the both of you?
This has been a very great tournament. Yes, it's very scuffed from screening to now, but it's been
From
a
screening.
very
Oh my god. You
enjoyable
should not
tournament
bring that
so
up.
far. All the
Oh my
matches were crazy, especially coming up to this point. We had a lot of close matches, some sweeps here and there, but a lot of fires. A lot of fire matches so far.
Yep. a lot of upsets, a lot of surprising moments, a lot of dark horse,
A
dark
lot
horses
of
in
crazy thing.
exactly. And here we are. Congratulations to everyone involved. I have been Sedi. Wouldn't back X left earlier, but he has been my buddy commentator. Thank you, Jorian, for streaming this
Yeah, thank you, Jordan, for
Grand
sharing.
Finals match on short notice. And to the two other extras here that jumped in right at the last moment.
Yeah, the very
It'll
last
be
one
all
of
from
6WC4.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Rakwe.
And
Yeah,
hopefully 6WC5 will be a better one.
I'll
See
be
you
back.
all.
I will
No,
be
you
back
would not.
too.
I'll be back. No way. I haven't
no.
touched the game for like 6 months. Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye guys.
Bye bye.
This is
Bye bye
fun.
guys. See you
Goodbye.
next year, I think.
See you next year.
I hope.